Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Total War Warhammer 3 where we play as Chaos Dwarfs, and today we are starting with a peace treaty offering to the Goldtooth. So if you remember, the last time we just took the Veil of Titans, so that is where well actually this is not what we want to give them. We want to give them the fire mouth, okay, and they are not willing to accept that. Okay, but anyway, this is the one of the territories we got here last time, and I thought to myself, we could actually try and sign a peace treaty with them temporarily, that is, until we improve our economy and come back stronger once again. You know, we have to focus on our economy now more than anything else and finishing off the Golden Order and the Western province, not Western but Northern provinces. So they would be actually willing to sign a peace treaty, and I wanted to sign a peace treaty because those two armies here join their forces and attack Zatan. And once he is defeated, I know he will be defeated because I ended the turn and both of those armies attacked me. And it says it's a valiant defeat, but yeah, once those two armies join their forces and defeat Zatan, we will have no chances for any kind of peace treaty whatsoever. But if we do actually sign a peace treaty with them, just temporarily, you know, we will eventually break it once again. But hopefully, once we are more powerful than we are right now, then why not go ahead and take advantage of that? There are a couple of raised settlements here and there which can be colonized for our benefit. So and we are still at war with those dwarfs here as well, so we can just go ahead and make the most of it. So like in the beginning of the video, I was pretty unaware that I was offering them a Veil of Titans, whereas I wanted to give them the fire mouth. But what about let's see what other place I can give them. Let's say, okay, it seems like no other place has any value to them, it seems. And where is Dragon's Crossroads? I really don't know. I don't see that settlement. Okay, whatever. You know what, we'll just go ahead and take that from them. Or more like give them the Veil of Titans, but take as much money from them as possible, and we can forge that money into, basically use it as a means to eventually you know, improve our economy. Basically that is the main reason we are doing this, and not only economy but also like recruitment capabilities and military power and all. Let's do that. Bloodwind Keep, we can, or we definitely need raw materials first. Okay, so it has to wait. Okay, so Terracotta Graveyard can be upgraded, and now I wonder how much it will cost us. Like, with money to colonize the Blood Peak, and later on the Titan's Notch. So, but fortunately, the Blood Peak is the capital of the province, so maybe, I just hope Zatan will be able to reach that place in the next turn. Okay, doesn't matter, we just want, you know, to upgrade our economy. So, income granted, so more income from this port over here. We already have this kind of construction, so let's build something else. We want to get rid of this thing, build this thing in its place. We also want an extra raw materials, you know, because those will basically, you know, give us and now I think I've realized what is going on with the income in raw materials. So the less, probably the less workforce you have in the province where there is where there are the mines, the less you will get it. The less of raw materials will be produced, it seems. So yeah, that is probably the case. But we also need those raw materials to, you know, to basically, how do you say it? To upgrade those constructions inside of the main buildings, or basically in the capitals inside of the provinces, especially those that are the ones that are making money, like the most of it. And okay, so we can upgrade this thing over here, and maybe we will be able to, like, we should be able to recruit those guys straight away. Unfortunately, we don't have enough money to do that, at least not yet. So yeah, these guys will be costly, but they should also pay off, honestly. And their upkeep costs us 333 gold. We also need raw materials, as I said before, so we need those raw materials to actually, you know what? Yeah, we need those raw materials to upgrade the main construction. We need 3,500 of them. And we will, instead of recruiting that unit there, we will actually recruit a convoy. And we will send them with... We cannot actually get raw materials from what I remember in exchange for... what is it called? The armaments. Can we get raw materials anywhere at all? I see we can only get, like, money. There's always something. Yeah, so I guess we cannot it seems like we can't get raw materials out of any other faction anymore. Probably because all of them perished, probably. So that is unfortunate, and yeah, so there's that. Let's go for this thing as well. Maximum convoy cargo capacity. And is there anything else we can do? So I think we actually made the most of the money we just got ourselves, and let's just hope that the amount of money we will receive right now will be enough to colonize the Blood Peak. I really hope it will be enough. So let's end the turn. Okay. And we will see how it goes. So as I said, this is just a temporary peace with the Goldtooth. We want to gather our strength and strike them even harder than before. We know that... What do you want? No, my friend, no. I mean, I just tricked him into the war. He cannot possibly win. Okay. That was actually pretty funny. Okay, and can we colonize the Blood Peak? We should be able to, and I just hope that those dwarfs will not they will not attack us. I just hope they will fight the Goldtooth for now. Okay. Now there is this army in Vale of Titans. Look how many armies they have here. So we definitely need more armies to have some better fighting chances against the Goldtooth. And over here we can go for... Actually, there was a single settlement that had this construction inside of it already. So we want that settlement to be upgraded as soon as possible as well. Okay, and so let's see what our armies can actually do right now. So there's this guy. Let's take Shenwu. It's a decisive victory. Okay. And let's occupy it as tower. Unfortunately level 1, but it's still something. You can choose a commandment. Do we have any trading partners? Yeah, we have 5 trading partners, okay. And maybe we can find some more. It seems like for now we cannot. It doesn't matter. And Ungakas was going over here in the last episode, if you remember. So let's continue our journey there. We also have to repair that construction. And it seems like Balthazar has decided to gather some forces before taking us on once again. Well, it's something he will fail once again as well, you know, as he did plenty of times before. So nothing will change in that matter. Unfortunately, we cannot repair this construction. We don't have enough raw materials again. But we can stop accepting new labor. We don't want people rebel against us because of that. Okay. And let's spend those skill points. What can we go for? let's say, what is this? Okay, casualty replenishment rate. You know what? And how much four more skill points have to be spent to get this? Okay, I think this is what we'll go for. So we'll also spend some points in alert skill basically, and elusive for Goldtooth. Okay, and it doesn't seem like anything else can be done. We should actually build a garrison here, but we cannot afford it right now. Oh yeah, and where was this army we were recruiting? Okay, so they're there. So let's choose this thing, and let's move on to the next turn. Look at that, it's a decisive victory, so we will not support them, we will not fight them, we will let them fight each other. And yeah, and it seems like this Goldtooth army actually did succeed in that fight. Balthazar grows more and more desperate, it seems, especially that he sees an army approaching more of his territories, and now he's offering even less than before, mostly because, I guess, his economy doesn't allow him for more. What is this? Okay, so we just lost another convoy, so I guess for now there is no point in sending our convoys. It's just a waste of our money and resources to do that. Settlement besieged. Okay, so these guys grew so desperate that they decided to just throw themselves under the train, and yeah. But unfortunately, we weren't able to finish this guy off. But it's only a matter of time before we do that. Okay. Actually, we can get across the underway passage. So that is what we'll do. And we still cannot reach Lee Temple in this turn. Okay, can we at least repair? Yeah, we can repair. Okay, so at least there's that. And what else? Right, so Zatan has to go and colonize Titan's Notch. Well, as you can see, he cannot do that this time. Maybe in the next one, or yeah, he should be able to do that in the next one. I'm pretty sure he will. Let's recruit those 2 units. And you know what? Let's first recruit those guys. They are the more expensive ones. Okay. And maybe like a unit of Hobgoblin archers. Okay. And yeah. So let's see. In the next turn we will take probably 2 settlements that belong to the Golden Order, and it seems like the northern provinces do not have a single settlement left. So I guess we just destroyed one of the major enemies to our faction right now. So that is very good. I'm really glad we pulled this off, especially considering how much we had to sacrifice and how long it took to achieve that. And now the time has come for the Golden Order, and once the Golden Order is also defeated, we can move on to the, you know, the Goldtooth once again. And I think the Golden Order will not pose as much of a threat to us as the northern provinces were. And look at that, they started to recruit an army in the Temple of Elemental Winds as if it was supposed to save them or something, which obviously won't. Okay. So, one source of income is well, we basically one source of income short now that the world walkers got destroyed. Let's see if we can finish those guys off. Are you for real? He still managed to run away. Oh my god, can't you guys stop a single guy? Whatever. Okay. And Nabu Zigpi now will take that Temple of Elemental Winds. Okay, let's occupy it as outpost once again. Okay, why do they keep building those constructions inside of those, you know, settlements? I'm really not sure. Or those outposts. So yeah, there's that. Zatan now will colonize, hopefully will colonize. Yeah, he can colonize it. So let's colonize it as factory this time. This scrap of land. And yeah, so let's see over here. So building construction consumes 232 raw materials, but why does what is consuming the raw materials? I don't really get it. I really don't. What is consuming the raw materials? I guess I have to Google it, because if you guys answered my question about that, you have to know that I'm pre-recording basically a couple of days in advance. So I might, in this video, I still might not know the answer to your suggestion. Okay, or to this problem. Sorry. We'll occupy it as a factory again. Okay. And look at how much we are weakening the Golden Order. This is just incredible. And we actually control plenty of territories, but as you know, even though we control so many territories, we still have problem with our economy. This is just terrible. What is this guy doing? Okay, so he keeps recruiting, so that's good. Okay. And what about global recruitment? So which one of those units is more deadly? I wonder. I guess this unit over here. Armor piercing melee, causes terror, scaleless king, flaming attacks and all. And tier 4, this one is tier 3. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it is more dangerous. Okay, so let's spend those unassigned skill points as like at the end of each turn. We always do. There's building upgrade available, and what upgrade would that be? We cannot afford anything, so doesn't really matter. But we can repair this construction, so that is what we'll do. And we will end this turn. Let's see what happens next. So as you can see, this guy decided to attack the settlement once again in his desperation, which proved to be fatal for him. So yeah, I guess that is the end of the northern provinces, and soon the Golden Order will follow. Especially if we continue to damage their economy as we do right now. And look how much chaos, corruption we spread right now. All those flaming territories. Yeah, the northern provinces are no longer. Can you imagine? Okay, and what is this? The golden bands of Grimnir. So, the ancestor god Grimnir long ago ventured north into the chaos wastes. That fool was lost, alone and out of his depth, dropping trinkets as he passed through the cliffs of death. We must search for them amongst the fortified crags and mountain passes. Okay, very well. I guess we have a couple of battles now that can be played. The history battles, that is, and we will actually eventually play those battles, but not just yet. Now we have to deal with the Golden Order. So yeah, the village of Tiger Man will be taken in the next turn. And where is the Fuhung? Okay, so Balthazar is gathering forces in Fuhung. Let's just hope we will be able to stop Balthazar with Nabuzikbi's army. Okay, and this guy will recruit actually 2 units of those guys, especially now that we can afford them, those units I mean. And maybe in the next turn we will, if we can actually afford it, we'll recruit Bale Taurus. I guess we'll see. Okay. Zatan, on the other hand, what can you do? It will still take 2 turns before something can be built here. Now we have a great opportunity and chance to actually backstab those bastards. And what is this? The major ancestor of Relic of Valia. So the ancestor god Valia's powers may have prevented Dwarfkind annihilation at the hands of chaos, but it cannot prevent her secrets from being exploited for our ends. A long-lost vial of potent salve, said to be brewed by Valia's own hand, sits unassumingly in the loot pile of a nearby ogre troop. Okay, we really hate to fight ogres right now. I'm not sure about we, but I am definitely. I do definitely, I mean. So for now, I guess we'll just sit with Zatan before we figure out what we should do with him. I mean, we keep the Goldtooth here pretty much in check. We can always attack the IHT peak, or, you know, we can just move our army, the Nabuzikbi's army, for example, to the territories that belong to the Goldtooth over here and start the war. But for a little while longer, we will just keep peace between us and fight the Golden Order. So that is something we have to address first, you know, before moving onward. And look at how many territories the Golden Order actually control. This is just incredible. We also control a lot of territories, but our economy is not that big or that powerful, basically. And from what I see, I still cannot find ourselves like a trading partner, so that is not good. Yeah, we know this law didn't move. There is another damaged building, so actually let's repair it, and yeah, let's skip the turn, not the turn, but you know, that move, and let's end the turn. But first, maybe let's check the Tower of Tsar. So in the next turn, we should be able to take this seat. I think this is like the best seat available here right now. So yeah, we'll claim that seat in the next turn, hopefully. And I'm pretty sure that there is no other faction left. Could that be? Or I would have to check if the factions that were back in the day claiming those seats in the Tower of Tsar, if they continue to do so, or more like if they still control those seats, or were they just freed from their presence, so to speak. And from what I see, our balance of power with other dwarven factions pretty much evened out. Okay. Raiding expedition. So, the Conclave has decided that one of our senior commanders must lead an expedition to replenish our supply of laborers. Ideally, greenskins suit us best, for they are cowardly in the extreme and so stupid that they are easily dominated by the superior doughy will. Where should we send this expedition so it is most fruitful? North. Okay. South. Okay. West. We will go for south for extra treasury. Okay, and we will also claim that seat in the Tower of Tsar. And I believe this should unlock the final tier in the Tower of Tsar over here. Like so. Okay. So let's first see if there are any other Chaos Dwarfs left outside of ourselves. It doesn't seem like there is a single faction. Oh, there are dwarves, but not Chaos Dwarfs, so I guess we're the last one standing, basically. Okay, Nabu Zikbi will take that settlement. So decisive victory, okay. And occupy it as a factory. Yeah, that was a good call. And this guy, what is he sneaking up on? Let's see. What are our relations? So, he's very unfriendly. And he doesn't like us signing any treaties with Goldtooth. So I'm pretty sure he is about to try and backstab us, as if we wouldn't see that coming. So we'll just have to go back, defeat this army, and it will be yet another faction to deal with. And there is some Goldtooth army over here, because last time I checked, this settlement belonged to the, how are they called? The caravan of blue, not the caravan, but yeah, basically blue roses. Okay, so if that is the caravan, then we have nothing to worry about, and they are not sneaking up on us, I think. Not yet anyway. Satan still sits there. Ongakas can now take Li Zhu, or Li Zhu, I should say. And let's take it as an outpost, because I think last time we did take that settlement, the temple, I mean, as a factory. Okay. And look how much our economy improved. This is just incredible. And yeah, so let's continue recruiting the units we can now that we have money. Okay, so there's that. And we will actually recruit one more unit of Hobgoblin archers, I think. And the rest will be the Infernal Iron Sworn units. Okay. So there's that. Satan will now have to sit and wait for a little while longer, I think. And I think also that our economical situation improved significantly because of the seat we just claimed at the Tower of Za. It actually makes sense. I guess it is not a coincidence. It shouldn't be a coincidence for us taking that seat in the Tower of Za, and then you know, basically our income boosts significantly, even though it is just 1% or 5%. Was it 5 or 1% for each seat? Let's see, 1% for each military seat in the Tower of Za. So 1, 2, 3, 4% upkeep. I'm not sure if that would make such a difference, such big of a difference, but who am I to say what is right and what is wrong? Okay, so we know he has to stay here for just a couple more turns before we declare the war on Goldtooth once again. And it seems like the Goldtooth is pretty much preoccupied with war against those dwarfs there. Okay, there are some unassigned skill points, so let's spend them as we always do. Some piercing shots, or maybe cunning. Oh no, we were going for Iron Willed. Nabu Zigby, on the other hand, will go for Alert, because we are aiming for unbridled cruelty. And for our champion, we will go for let's say Stickum. Okay, so let's end the turn. And I think Goldtooth, not Goldtooth, but Golden Order, has some really bad time right now. So the best thing we can do right now is to keep pushing them, honestly. And once we deal with the Golden Order once and for all, I think it will be pretty safe for us to go against the Goldtooth again. Okay, and instead of investing our money into like the economy and all, we'll first invest into army, and we'll go for we'll upgrade the number of Bale Tauruses available. Okay, so where is this army that is recruiting? So they're here, and we will recruit yet another Bale Taurus in its ranks. It is unfortunate we don't have this super giant beast, because I'm sure it would just obliterate our enemies and we could simply just make a doom stack out of it. But oh well. And yeah, Umgakas, right. So we were about to send you over to Shiwu settlement. We want to take control of it. And actually, you know what? Now that we cannot afford any more recruitment, we'll just go ahead and upgrade some money-making constructions instead for that money. So let's do that. So where are those constructions? This is of no interest to us. Well, actually, maybe it is, but only slightly. But we cannot afford anything there anyway. We don't want this thing. So, is there nothing we can... Oh, there it is. Some money-making building. Extra 150 gold each turn. It's always something. Okay, so Nabuzikbi. Now we'll go for... Well, where should he go, actually? So... Let's see. I don't know who those lands belong to. But I'm also pretty sure that we have no fighting chance against the combined forces, the Hufung, both Garrison, Balthazar's, and those two armies over here. So we have to wrap things up over here quick enough so that we can like support Nabuzikbi there with the presence of Umgakar's army. So yeah, there's that. And actually we should as well, you know, recruit more units, like regular units, into this army. I think it deserves it more than like probably any other army we have control of right now, or basically we have right now. Okay, so there's nothing to be done for now. We could just move a little closer and maybe enter the ambush stance, but I don't know if those armies will decide to go like the upper path or the lower path. For now, let's just spend those unassigned skill points. Route Marcher. Okay. And yeah, we also have to betray our so far ally. And this guy, for some reason, he is sneaking up on us. And it seems like he took the Volary again. So I just hope that we will recruit this army in just the time to fight them back. We don't want them to, well, we basically don't want to lose any more settlements. Okay, so Garrison Law didn't move, we know that. He's still waiting patiently, but the action will begin soon once again. But maybe it will in the next episode. So that is all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, a comment, a subscription. It all helps a great lot to the channel, for the channel. And I'll see you next time. So see you around. Bye.